Hello, Fix-It-Tony here. Today's video, I'm starting out inside my car, and this is the upper console. I got a couple problems with it. There's supposed to be a light bulb here, but it's missing. So if I carefully remove this by just sort of pinching and squeezing and popping down, you can kind of get a sense that there's a module missing here. These light bulbs still work, and I'm going to show you how to remove this center console. I saw one video online about it, and let me tell you first that I did try that approach, and it was definitely not going as I was hoping it would. Definitely not as easy as the video. Actually, this particular lens is also broken. Not lens, but one of the tabs that goes on this side. Yeah, there's supposed to be a tab here, and it's busted. The other thing I noticed is this sort of drop down. I have no idea what this does. See that? So make a mental note of that as we proceed through the video. If we can try to determine what this little doohickey does. Not exactly sure. This side is pretty functional. You can kind of just peel it down. I got a missing bulb here, so I have a spare. The other problem is not only is this busted, but I have a crack right here. If you look in this hole, you'll see an Allen key, a hex drive. I believe that's a manual override for the sunroof. So this is pretty tight. My headliner has been replaced, so it is a new headliner. It was replaced when I bought the vehicle. So it's really not going the way that the other video shows it. And I'm going to show you the official way of removing this center console based on what I learned with my replacement part. So next time you see me, we're going to be at a table, and I'll be walking you through what you should be visualizing in your mind as you are taking tools to this unit that's actually in your car to remove it. All right, so I'm back at my table, and I have two console units here to walk you through. So the first one, so I went, essentially, I think I had to go on eBay to buy these, and you do your best to try to take a look at what they're selling and what you got. But the first one I got came looking like this. So the plugs and stuff came, they just had cut the wires off. And what I noticed was one of these clips was missing from this side. So I'm like, I better get another one just to make sure. So then my new one, or my alternate, arrived and had these clips. But then I noticed this galvanized metal ring around this unit, but not this unit. So that got me puzzled as to why does this have it and not this. So this one here had this plug. This one was missing on this one. What else? Oh, I also noticed, so there's a little vent right here. So I don't know if you can see that. So there's a vent here, and there's a vent on this one. And another video showed that this has wires. So this is a thermometer or thermistor, and what this will do, at least that's what I'm going to guess. So I'm just going to repeat the same information that I heard because it makes sense. When you have an automatic climate control system, you're trying to maintain the interior temperature of the car. So you're going to want to use heat and air conditioning in various degrees to maintain that interior temperature. So I think that's what that does. And because there's a little motor here, and it is like a fan, and it probably is sucking up air to help draw that in. And this one seems to come off pretty easily. And these do get dirty. So mine, when I looked in there, looked really dirty. I'll show you when I get out. And all you got to do to clean it is shoot some compressed air and it'll be clean. All right. Now this one is round and it just sort of clips in. This one is square. So I think what's happening is this retaining ring is sort of like the frame that keeps this unit attached actually to the ceiling, because the headliner is a very soft fabric material. So it doesn't make sense that there would be just the fabric that you're asking to hold this entire unit, because it's going to have mass, it's going to be bouncing and jostling around. So I think the headliner tucks in and around here, and then it may fold over and get glued. Now here I also noticed little slots, 1, 2. So then I thought, oh, what if I put a screwdriver in here and I'm tilting up, so I'm not going like this, I'm kind of going like this. And if I push in, you can see what's happening, right? So if I push in, it just, there. So if I push in and turn my screwdriver, look what happens, that drops. Then if I go to the other side, it just popped right open. Then that would allow me to see how this tab here, this tab is going to be underneath my rear view mirror. Then I'm pushing or I'm pulling, and I'm going to drop that down. And then when I want to put it back, I have to put the tabs underneath there. And then as I slowly push this back up, I'll certainly not want to have any wires in the way. And then it snaps right back in. You will not need any of these tools, so don't get tempted to use any of these tools, okay? This is for pulling radios and stuff. Do not use any of these trim removal tools. But what you will need is a long shaft, narrow, skinny flathead screwdriver, and that's all that you'll need. Ah, yeah, so with these little doohickeys, if you put a screwdriver right here and you push up, it pops these off so much easier. Good to know, good to know. A little Easter egg, huh? Take out the bulb. I don't want to break it. There, I think I got it. Okay. Okay. Then push forward and release and disconnect that one. Let me double check my camera angle. Pardon that interruption. Adjusting the camera angle. And remember, these just pop out. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all I have. Let's take this one out next. The big ones. See, it's just pulling straight out and a wiggle. Who knows when these were last taken out, eh? These little ones are always going to be trickier. It's hard to grab, eh? There. Okay, this one is off. Interestingly, I am missing a clip. This one here was almost falling off. Yeah, there is a metal frame here. Yeah, trust me, there is a metal frame here. But the question I have is it necessary to have this fabric turned over? Or is it just really in the way? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trim this back a little bit. I'm gonna get a really sharp X-Acto knife. I'm gonna try to feel in here for that other clip. Did it fall off? Oh, wait, yep. Here it is. Okay, so it fell off. So be mindful of that as you're pulling this out, it could get stuck, and it could be getting stuck because of this fabric, and then it just hooks up onto this fabric and it wants to tear it. So I think I do need to trim this back some. There. So this had these little angle clippies, and I guess the one way you can do this is you could try pushing in with a screwdriver. Push in and flip and turn. So push in and turn, and that should loosen this up enough to pull it up. Okay. Now, I'm gonna try and get you a closer view. This is dirty inside, it's coated with dust. So as the fan motor sucks air in from the cabin through this, it's gonna pick up dust, right? If you're driving with the windows open and running the HVAC system, this car never had a smoker, so I'm not seeing any nicotine stains. This is just pure ambient dust and static dust. I'm gonna blow this out with a can of compressed air. And I'm actually gonna reuse this same one for my other replacement. This one here on the right is my original. So it has the round adapter, which would be this one here, which is, remember, these two are the ones that are used. Now, I realized that this particular round one has a broken tip right here. You can see how there's supposed to be a little clippy thing. So this one's good. See this here? This plastic, it's broken here. And this is what it's supposed to look like, because this is my old one. The other thing I noticed is, you see this pin configuration? 3 pins on the bottom with this one open. This one is a different pin configuration, and this one's a different pin configuration. The other thing I noticed was on this one, I actually have a pin here, and I have a pin here, but on mine, I don't have any pins here. So I don't know if my replacement's actually gonna work. And if all the functions are gonna be present. So what I'm gonna do now is I am gonna use, because this one's broken here, I'm actually gonna go and use this one. So I spent time cleaning up this one. The other thing I noticed is, you can see here, there's a little slot where I thought this little doohickey. So remember on mine, if you look in there, you see this sort of separation. If you push down here, it'll help pop off the lens. Well, it's actually not here. So this was a redesign. So there was a design change, either the same model year or a subsequent model year. So the way of removing the lenses now has changed. and it resulted in basically a small notch being placed on the lens closest to the passengers, where you have to stick a small screwdriver in there and twist and turn it to get it out. So something else to keep in mind is some light bulbs. All right, I'm gonna try to put this in. I'm just plugging it in. All right, so these go only in one way. Oh, look at that. I have a light on. But it's not switching off. Why? Bizarre. So far the plugs are fitting. All right. Let's put a light bulb in. Okay. That's working. All right, you seen that? Oh, so they're like two, but that's always on. Oh, all right, here's my problem. Oh, I have my door open there, so I don't know if my door is actually... Oh, my sunroof isn't working. Okay, so... here's the thing. My lights are all off now. I'm gonna put my seatbelt on so I don't have that annoying buzzing. Okay, so my car doors are all shut. And I have there's a light in the back seat that's on, because that's on. So now if I go like this in the central position, it's off. Now when I open the doors, all the lights in the car turn on. And let's see if they turn off after, I don't know, 20 seconds. So I'll fast forward. Oh, it's off. Okay, so they all turned off. Now I'm going to go to the third position, open my car door, and no lights turn on. So that's good. So there's a little icon here where the lights are not gleaming, and it says door. So it looks like that's good. So let's keep the lights on. Now I push here, and all the lights here turn on. Then the second position, there's supposed to be a book reading, and that one is turning on. So that's good. Now, let's start the car. Oh yeah, that problem. Do you hear that? There's a little rattle coming from this fan. Oh, there. So my motor here is spinning, but it could rattle. Oh, now it's quiet. Oh boy, that could be a source of new noise. All right, light works, all lights on. Okay, so all the plugs, so this replacement head unit does seem to work, all functions. Oh my look at that, a new problem. My sunroof trim is now loose. Oh boy. Well, that's another video coming up. So this wheel is not spinning now. that interesting. Huh. Fascinating. Okay. So I popped this off. So I got the one from my other car. I mean, my original. Let's just plug this in first. Oh yeah, it's working. Let's see. I think I'm ready to put this sucker back in. So carefully, remember, we're gonna put this front edge in first. We gotta get past this. See this flange here? It's gotta go past. And then I gotta push up at the same time. I can look in my rearview mirror and I can see the tabs. Okay, this is tricky. It's not wanting to go in. There, it's in. So, can do these. So this is from my my original, right? That came with the car. It's a little cleaner. Oh, that's right. This one's missing a tab right here. So, all right, so once you get this all put away, you have to put the cover on. And there we go. Voila. And let me just, I guess I didn't realize the trick that you can actually spot the groove. All right, now I have everything back. It seems to be working. I'll keep you updated. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hope it was helpful for you. Please like and subscribe and share this video. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye.